All right, welcome back, YouTube. This is KJTheBlackAce, and I love the gym personally, man. You know, the gym is something that's really instilled discipline in my life, and it has made my momentum in my overall life just skyrocket. You know, once you start hitting the gym, you start building up some wins in your head, all this shit becomes easy mode. So with today's video topic, I'm gonna make sure that I break down why I love the gym, what I've learned from being in the gym, and then on top of that, I'm gonna give you guys some benefits to going there, as well as how I stayed so consistent throughout the years. So one of the first lessons the gym taught me was how to be a leader. So let me break that down for y'all. When it comes to being the leader in the gym, you start to realize that the more hard you go in the gym, the more people tend to follow what you do. I'm not saying like they over here acting like a clone of you. I just mean that whatever they're doing, they tend to go a little bit harder because you're pushing the pace. That's just the mental foundation in your head that if I'm doing it, that's just what's cool. That's just what it is. And that mentality you need to have in life. If you walk around acting like you're not him, or you act like you're not the trendsetter, or you're following trends, you will never become the person you want to be because you're so caught up in wondering how to copy someone else's style compared to how to make it your own. That was one of the first major things I learned about being in the gym, that I'm the actual trendsetter. If I'm doing it, that's just what's P. Feel me? Second major thing I learned, guys, was that, you know, when you're in the gym, it becomes more of a you versus you mentality. It sounds cliche from the surface level, but when you break it down, end of the day, no one's going to make you go to the gym. No one's going to make you get fit. And no one's going to teach you how to become a man. You got to do what you got to do to become the best version of yourself. By going into the gym every day, you're forced to look at that person in the mirror and you're forced to let him know, like, I'm the fucking boss. When you're in the gym, it's a you versus you mentality to the point that you realize, like, you can't buy muscles. You got to earn this shit. You can't be this dude just because you got money, or just because you got status, or even just because you got a good mentality. In order for you to get a good body in the gym, you got to work your ass off every day in and day out. And that's very important to have in life, because in your career, it's the same way. Like, no one's going to take you to that next level. Same thing with you getting women. No one's going to take you to get a woman and actually be able to learn how to talk to people. This shit's universal, man. So if you ain't hitting the gym, this is one of the many benefits of doing so. You need to become the best version of yourself each day by going there. The gym almost becomes one of those places where you can win and not have to come in second. If you're in the gym going hard and you're really building your body up and you're really building your mental up, you cannot come in second. Some people refuse to go to the gym because they're scared of what people think about them there. Even if there's some truth to that at times, you're going to feel judged anywhere you go. If you're fat and you go to church, the old nun right next door might be looking at you thinking, why is he so fucking fat? One of the most important lessons it's taught me was how to be alone. Just know when you're in the gym, you soon realize that a lot of times when it comes to your work and your passions, the only person that you really need to rely on at times is yourself. End of the day, you can have help from people, but if you're not willing to push yourself and make yourself do things you don't like doing, you're never going to become successful when it comes to what you need to do. You know, being by yourself is such an essential skill in life. A man who's comfortable being alone has the world at his feet at that point. When you don't need anybody to make you happy, and you don't need anyone to validate you, your game becomes top tier. You really can't stop anyone, because at that point, your standards are already matching your way you feel. So for example, if someone comes around and they're on some bullshit, they're gone. You don't give a fuck. You got things to do anyway. So make sure when you're hitting that gym, you remember those days that you're there by yourself. You remember that and you become the best version of yourself easily. So now that I broke down the momentum the gym builds, I'm going to give you guys some practical steps to make sure you guys never quit the gym again. So the first major thing I'm going to say is that you need to become disciplined. The gym's a great way to do that for you, but just realize that when you're in the gym, don't worry about the end goal at first. You know, you got to take pride in knowing that the journey to greatness is a long one. This shit isn't overnight, and if it was overnight, everyone would have it. So when I'm in the gym, whatever I'm trying to do at that point, whether it's cutting, I'm bulking, I'm just trying to look better overall or maintaining, I realize that it's not overnight, and that if I continue to show up, results will happen. Don't get it twisted. I am going to give you guys 3 key motivation hacks I use to stay motivated in the gym. Just as a preface for these hacks, I want to just say that with motivation, it's a fleeting feeling. It's like almost like smoking weed. If you smoke weed every day, you're going to always want to get the next hit of it. So you got to rely on your discipline and just use motivation to push you. With that said, here are my 3 key motivation hacks that I use. I'm not going to break these down super long. I'll be short and sweet with them. But if you guys want a longer video on what I'm talking about, feel free to put it down in the comments. Number 1, I think to myself, what happens if I fail to be great? Number 2, I think about my haters from the past, and I think about my haters in the future. You need to stay ready so you don't got to get ready. And I feel like with haters, you know, you got to realize that they're coming and they're always around. And then number 3, I remember the times that I've overcome adversity. You know, I think about the times where I went through some struggle and how I've overcome it. And that builds in my head that I can do this. All right, yeah, boys, those are my 3 key hacks I use to go hard in the gym. I want to make sure that I'm clear. The reason why you're going to want to have motivation is so you don't become complacent. I know you guys see a ton of dudes who work out every day and don't get big, A lot of them times those fuckers in there be hitting the weights like SpongeBob, expecting something to happen. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen from not going hard. So make sure you guys are going hard in the gym. Like I said in the last video, I want to make sure I'm clear when it comes to self-improvement and dating. You cannot make the gym your personality if you think you're going to have a high level of success in this shit. Your game has to come from what you believe in and who you are as a person, not just from what you could do in the gym. Like always, boys, you know, we're going to continue to get this ball rolling on YouTube. Click subscribe here. Make sure you follow me on my social media right here. So you may be asking yourself, why should I follow him on social media? You know, everyone has to be followed on there. So the benefit to follow me on social media is that I do post consistently motivational clips and reels, just so that way I can show you guys that I do what I say. There's a big problem in the self-improvement space where people are selling you guys dreams, but not showing you what they actually do. These motherfuckers have made a killing off your own demise. I want to make it very clear that what I say is what I do. So just make sure you guys follow me on there, and let's continue to make the ball roll. Besides that, holla back.